Are You Afraid of the Dark? It was very popular back in the 90s. It was a kids' show for Nickelodeon, or SNICK, whatever you want to call it. It's a show about a bunch of kids sitting around a campfire telling scary stories, and some of those stories actually were scary, and some of them were actually really cheesy. Then there was the movie, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Tale of the Silver Sight. The main character is Gary, the leader of the Midnight Society, who gets news about his dead grandfather. They don't know how he died. All they know is he left him a piece of a broken record with a riddle on it that says, "Listen to the music." He doesn't understand what that means. All he knows is him and his brother Tucker have to find the rest of the pieces. There's like 4 more pieces with other riddles. So he gets the gang together in a campfire, and they all agree that they have to find these broken records in order to stop this thing. It's called a silver sight. It's actually a charm that his grandfather knew about. They have to find a way to destroy this charm before it destroys them. What's so interesting about this this episode or TV movie is they're not making up stories like they usually do. This horror is happening to them. So they have to deal with their own problem instead of just dealing with their characters' problems that they just so quickly happen to make up. Seriously, where are they getting these stories anyway? Did they just write them down? I mean, did they write them down right before they could, go to the meeting? Or did they just make them up as they go along? I mean, they're all told really well, but I don't know. Anyway, so they all agreed that they're going to spread out town and look for the other broken pieces of records with different riddles, and maybe they'll find some clues. And that's pretty much it. The next morning, they went to see General Lane Candle, who is a paraplegic, who was also a member of the Midnight Society, the old Midnight Society, the oldest one. He says that he will give them one of the pieces of the broken records if they come back in a few hours. After they left, they get a call from their grandmother saying that she has a burglar in the house asking for their grandfather's other piece of the broken record. After they checked to see if she was okay, Tucker had to go back to Lane Candle's house. Okay, this is a scene that really bothers the shit out of me. Tucker stops at the gate of the residence and for some reason makes this really odd face at the camera, the security camera. He peeks into the security camera like he's gonna find the general through the outer lens. What a fucking idiot. He keeps making this face like he's got nasal congestion or he's about to sneeze or something. Anyway, as the gate magically opens by itself for some reason, and this kid shows up, who's dressed like Austin Powers for some reason. That is, if Austin Powers ever wore green, of course. He doesn't ask who he is or where he comes from. Idiot. But the kid lures him to the other broken piece of record. Oh, and those statues come to life and try to kill him, but 2 of them are easily beaten by a net. A net! After the net hits them, they collapse to the floor. It's not like they can just take it off and get the fuck up. The weakest demons ever. Still, the fight scene was cool. Oh yeah, there's a minor fight scene in the hall, and it actually looks pretty badass. Anyway, he survives and gets the record and gets the fuck out of there. Anyway, Megan and Quinn search separately. I sound like a toy commercial, don't I? Megan literally searches inside a shithole while Quinn searches in the junkyard and meets this really old guy, who was another member. A member of the Midnight Society. Megan meets the new and improved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, while Quinn got chased by a dog that the owner says he didn't even have. Well, that's fucking creepy. As they continue their search, they both keep running into this little shit. He doesn't attack them, he doesn't hurt them, he just scares the piss out of them for some reason. Maybe he's the protector of the Silver Sight, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Andy and a girl's name I really cannot pronounce, begin their search, this time together. Oh, and by the way, this chick is the only one that can see this little bastard for some reason. I don't know why the other guy, Andy, doesn't see him. Anyway, they're aided by this old guy who is actually the brother of one of the old members from back then, the Midnight Society and whatnot. So they all get the pieces of the records and put them together and figure out the riddles, and then they figure out the location for the silver site. So they all get together and they go to this... It's this guy's theme park, of course. They figure the silver site is hiding in one of the horse's eyes of the merry-go-round, which is actually painted blue. They use it to destroy this kid, demon child, whatever. Right after Gary was told that this kid had killed his grandfather. He uses his charm against him, which also destroys the charm itself. And that was Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of the Silver Site. The last of the Are You Afraid of the Dark shows. When I saw it as a kid, I was terrified. It traumatized me bad. I don't know why. I was just attracted by it. It was scary. Whatever. Now seeing it as an adult, I really wish I didn't see it again. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't like it. It sucked. It was stupid. The acting is hammy, and the kids are like easily scared of everything. Like every small little thing. And the story makes no sense to me. The evil creepiness makes no sense. The kid made no sense. You know, come to think of it, who the hell is this kid? Is he the master? Is he the servant? Is he a ghost? Is he an alien? What exactly is he, and where did he come from? I have no clue. There's no explanation to what he is. All we know is he's a demon that collects souls, and he's the one who killed Gary's grandfather. For some reason. The kid didn't really do anything. He just ran around, appeared, disappeared, laughs, and I don't know. He was more weird than he was creepy. He was creepy back then, but I don't know. Anyway, that's Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of the Silver Site, the movie. The very last Are You Afraid of the Dark? And I kinda like it. A little bit. I don't love it. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's scary. It's just really awkwardly weird. It's just weird. I can't stand the kids, the teenagers. I really can't. I couldn't even stand that little bastard, the waif kid they call him. Well, anyway, that's Legend 77162's review of Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of the Silver Site.